What is up, Planeswalkers? 36 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Don't forget to head on over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the channel. Today, we're playing some more competitive constructed with a rotation deck. Specifically, we are playing with the Rakdos burn deck. We have 2 wins and 1 loss. The second loss, or the loss that we had was awful. We won game 1 against, match 1 against a mono red deck, thanks to our sweet sideboard of horse thing, Diamond Mare. There we go. Game 2 we lost to Grixis control. We drew horribly, and our opponent just had like a moment of craving into Vraska's Contempt. This is a good hand. And the game that we just won was against Golgari Midrange. Game 2 we lost to the Wild Growth Walker beats. By beats, I mean they just gained too much life. And we won the other games by burning them to death. pretty simple. If they have a Wild Growth Walker, we need to kill it. If they don't, we burn them in the face. So it's very imperative to save your like lightning strikes and things for those specific creatures. Like that. So here I am going to Electrostatic Field. And then they're going to play a walker, and I'm going to burn that walker. I would like to draw another red source, just one. But luckily they can't Wild Growth Walker, and I guess they could be playing the trash one mana explore creatures, but most people aren't. That is exactly what we wanted to see. That way we can play a Lavarunner and Lightning Strike. And we definitely just murder the Wild Growth Walker. We can't like let that live at all. And we pass the turn. Next turn we can Risk Factor, and our Lavarunner would be a 2/2, so we can start attacking with that. Our opponent could have a Chupacabra here. No Vraska, alright. Could kill the field, but I assume they're just going to plus and gain some life.
Beg for mercy.
Which I think is the correct thing to do. I don't think they should minus here. We're thinking about it. I mean, it's going to be hard for them to give up land or a creature, so it looks like they are going to minus. All right. That's reasonable. It is functionally just a 4-mana removal spell for them, so. All right, another Sovereign's Bite. I do think I'm going to double up on the Lavarunner here. Yeah. Go ahead and Sovereign's Bite my opponent. So these are both active now. I'm just going to go face and murder Vraska with Firebrand. Is that what I want to do? I guess I could force him to block. Yeah, I think doing it like this is fine. Because my opponent either forces, like, decides to block. Yeah, and Vraska's going to die anyway, thanks to Firebrand. Or my opponent could have just let it through, and I get to save my Firebrand for something else. So I'm under the assumption that my opponent would have still blocked even if I attacked the other Lavarunner at my opponent's face. So Jailer Ranger, but they don't have the Wild Growth Walker out. So Carnage Tyrant, can't cast that, so yeah, soon that's going away. Wouldn't be surprised if they kept that on top. Just, I mean, it's a decent blocker, you know. So yeah, I'm transitioning into the point where I'm just going to start casting these sorts of spells, forcing my opponent into weird situations. Our opponent is at functional 10. So as long as I can keep them off of gaining more life, we should be fine. I will say, I think that this deck is not made perfectly. I did get a lot of suggestions to put in Runaway Steamkin, but I don't know how good that is in a deck where we are playing 8 black spells. Because it only triggers on red spells, so I'm not entirely sure. But if you guys have any suggestions for the red and black deck, or even full lists, feel free to post them in the comments. I prefer links to Aether Hub for what it's worth. It's easier for me to parse. So if you do make any deck suggestions, I prefer Aether Hub. Any like deck website is fine, but it's a lot easier to read than just like the deck list in Yeah, it's a lot easier to read than the deck list in end the comments by itself. I need a burn spell. I need a burn spell that can kill Wild Growth Walker, or we are screwed. Shock can't do it. So I think I need to risk... there's no way my opponent lets me draw a card. Fudge. I think we've lost. Like, we have a ton of burn in hand, but Wild Growth Walker just defeats this deck so hard if you don't have a removal for it. It's between playing Sword... They're never going to give us a card that kills Wild Growth Walker with Sword Point. But I think it's so unlikely that our opponent is going to ever let us draw a card with Risk Factor. I don't know. I think it's maybe the better play. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we're just going to try and power through the Wild Growth Walker. But if they have a land... I don't think... No, they don't have a land. Whatever that last card is not a land. Yeah, so I'm going to go and shock my opponent here. Or shock my opponent's creature and attack in. So we know that they can't play a land. So as long as that last card isn't another Explore creature, we're possibly fine. Oh, okay, that's nice. So they're almost certainly going to Vraska's Contempt here. So I think we try and bait out... No, they're going to let us draw a card, like every time, right? I think we drop Diplomacy. Do we drop Diplomacy or Sovereign Spite? They're at functional 9 here. I actually think it's actually... it might be correct to just play Diplomacy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. I wish I had another shock. But my opponent... Yeah, I mean, my opponent is going to content me. I guess I should have forced the issue by attacking with Lavarunner. I mean, they're not going to waste the end of their turn. So, this is still probably fine, yeah. So we got to go in Contempt. So they're at 3. So once again, we need a Fatal Land. Oh, crap. Yep, so they're at 9 again. And it's going to be very difficult to win. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to win. Damn. Okay, we might still be able to do this. We might have enough burn. I'm going to cast Lavarunner now. I mean, a part of me wants to attack and see if he blocks with the Wild Growth Walker. I'm not getting a lot of value out of this Ghitu Lavarunner. So I just have to hope he makes a mistake here. I don't think the Lavarunner is actually worth much. Yeah. Do I want to Wizard's Lightning anything? Yeah, I'm just going to Wizard's Lightning his Dome. So here he can get back up to 9. If I top deck another Sovereign's Bite, another Lightning Strike. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, it has to be exactly those. Then I can kill my opponent. So they go back up to 9. I guess for that exact reason I should have not attacked, because it would have left the Wizard's Lightning as lethal as well. Sure, bring it on in. So I need Sovereigns, Lightning. Shock does not cut it. And I am dead. Oh no, Sovereign's Bite saves me, right? This is 2 plus math is hard, 10, 14. No, Sovereign's Bite does not save me. It does if I shock the Branch Walker. So I could risk factor, see what my opponent does, Sovereign's Bite, and shock the Branch Walker in order to survive. Yeah, alright. So I can Sovereign's Bite my opponent. Okay. So I'm at 13. Opponent has 12 on board. Yeah, alright. So when they go to attack, they're attacking for 14. I can kill the Branch Walker. Then I need to get something decent off of risk factor. And I can still kill my opponent. Unless, of course, they play another Explore creature. Then I'm probably just screwed. Vivian is not an Explore creature, so I don't care.
I didn't live through hell. I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Is this game 1? Jeez. Sure, land, don't care. Still don't care. Does Electrostatic Field do it? I might have enough mana for it. I don't know, but we have nothing better to do anyway, so. I mean, they can't take this damage, so I'm drawing cards. They're at functional 4/1, so as long as I draw a single spell that I can cast, which is like shocks. I drew no spells. Awesome. I could have even drew a Firebrand. Oh, that's disappointing. I fought to the bitter end. Okay, so we want to maximize our ability to murder those. It's a bit of a grind. We're going first still. Really don't think Lavarunner are great in this matchup. Honestly, I think they're probably just our worst card. Oh, that's so disappointing. It's possible that this deck is just like not viable at all while Wild Growth Walker is so prevalent. Well, no, I mean Mono Red is like does fine, so this deck is just a modified version. I guess the difference is Mono Red like main decks higher end cards, so they have like better impact in like game 1. I'm not sure. Come on, Prince of Spades. Come on, Prince of Spades. I'm just playing your run-of-the-mill burn deck. Dude, all we need is a reprint of Skullcrack. I feel like Standard would be freaking awful if they reprinted Skullcrack in Ravnica Allegiance. I'd like to play first, please. Sure. We need the lands. Oh, I didn't bring in the extra swamp. That might bonus. But we do have Lightning Strike, and technically Wizard's Lightning if they do get an early Wild Growth Walker. Honestly, like we lost that game to Wild Growth Walker, 100%. We might lose this game to not drawing another red source. But we did draw something. Cast down, sure, makes sense. Alright, I will go ahead and Sword Point early. See if they give us anything. I'll take that mountain. I will happily take that mountain. Allows us to have the Experimental Frenzy. Alright, cool. Thank you, sir. So next turn I can Lava Coil a pesky creature and Sovereign's Bite them. Not a terribly pesky creature, but I might as well get rid of it. And for what it's worth, it does exile. They should drop that. Yeah, I don't have any other creatures that I care about playing. Yeah, we're just going to kill that. We don't need to play Experimental Frenzy until, like, we actually need to play it. But for right now, you know, we have plenty of burn in our hand. You know, plenty of drink in our cup, as the kids say. Plenty of that, that syrup. Ooh. Hard times for our opponent. I don't need to cast any creatures, bro. I do not need to cast any creatures. I assume my opponent has the Rastus Contempt. Play out the Summit. And I'm going to go ahead and not play this Electrostatic Field and kind of waste my opponent's turn. I'm almost certain that that's what they had. Doom Whisperer. Interesting. I plan on killing you before you can kill me with that Doom Whisperer, sir. I'll go play this now. Start getting some value out. If nothing else, it will pay for itself because it pinged them twice. Or it's going to ping them twice. But I mean, our opponent is already down to, what, 6? So, if our Electrostatic Field does survive, then we do just have a decent lethal on them. But yeah, it looks like Contempt, sure. I can still lethal them with even just a Shock. I think it actually might have to be exactly Shock. No, I can, if I get a Lightning Strike, that'll also lethal. Cursed. Yeah, I mean, Detection Tower. Nice tech against opposing Carnage Towers. Mad respect, mad respect. Opponent respecting the haste creatures. Reasonable. But I'm just going to pass the turn. I could obviously get hit by a Duress at some point. And that would suck if they took my Experimental Frenzy. But I don't need to throw it out willy-nilly. I think it's best to wait. Because you don't want to get hit by, you know, Vivian Reed or Thrashing Bronodon. So I'm kind of keeping the chips to my chest, as it were. And my opponent is being very cagey, which I respect, because I plan on killing you. Well, let's see if we can draw some sweet bursts, and if we don't, we just play Experimental Frenzy. So this is going to draw us cards. They like can't take the damage or they die. And a 3 damage burn spell, please. That'll work. Actually, it might not. I just realized this might actually not work if they have another Rastus Contempt. I also didn't check that they didn't have the right amount of mana untapped, but they could have had Moment of Craving. Okay, assuming. So they didn't see my Experimental Frenzy, so that's good. Do I want to change anything going second? Going second, do I want to change anything? I don't think so. I could throw in my Swamp. But honestly, I think I did fine. I mean, it's all, like, variance with 20 lands. I'd like to get a second match in, please. So I'd like to either lose this game quickly or win this game quickly. If it's okay with you. And I will say that this is probably the hardest matchup for exactly one reason, and that reason is our own mana base. No, because of Wild Growth Walker. This is weak, but it's better than a 5, I think. We have risk factor. Ooh, bad luck for our opponent. We can still lose here. Keep that easy. I mean, if they go like Wild Growth Walker into like anything, we still probably lose, which is ridiculous. But I mean, that's just how strong that card is against us. Please don't have it. Don't have it. Okay. Not great, obviously, but yeah, I'm assuming that's going away. Yeah. And now we do have access to Wizard's Lightning, which is helpful. Not going to throw away our Fanatical Firebrand. But next turn we can Lightning a blocker if they only have one, and double attack, or something along those lines. Ooh, I think that's even better. Play out the field, Lightning the Branchwalker, and attack in. This does make us a little weak to Wild Growth Walker, but at this point they only have 2 cards in hand. And they didn't play anything, so I think they're in relative top deck mode. So I think I'm kind of safe utilizing my Wizard's Lightning a bit more aggressively there. Even if they do end up playing a Wild Growth Walker. Ooh, alright. Okay. Going to risk factor. I assume they're just going to take the 4. Yeah, alright. So next turn I can drop the Firebrand. Oh, cool. I could drop the Cinder Barrens, but I really want to make sure I can actually play the Experimental Frenzy next turn, so like my opponent's probably not going to drop to 4 or drop to 3. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, possibly risky. I got a shock. I'm going to play the Cinder Barrens now, so that next turn I can shock Experimental Frenzy. Or I guess I could Sword Point. I don't know. Do you have an Explore creature to go along with that? Ooh, they do. Oh. All right, so I need to outgrind them. Damn. My opponent was smart. It looks like they were holding that Jade Light Ranger. Alright, so we need to maximize value. Short Point Diplomacy, unfortunately, does exile that spell. Risk factor. Yep, and I assume they were going to take that. Luckily for me, I do know what's on top of their library. Is only a kill spell. So they're at 8. Next turn we can Sovereign's Bite Shock. Is that enough damage to kill them? I can't do basic math. No, it's not. Is it with the risk factor? It is! Cool. We win! This is why Electrostatic Field is playable. Because it gives you that little boost. That little bitty boost. Alright, cool. Let's continue to throw down. I clicked that too early. Apologies. And we've already broken even. We broke even on 2, but... Okay. See how far we can get. Let's see how far we've come. Let's see how far we've come. I believe the world is coming. Why do I know that song? I don't even know the... Who sang that? Burning to the ground, I guess. Something? Gonna find out. I don't know. I have no idea where I heard that song. I feel like it's not recent, though. No thank you. Oh, come on. If our opponent doesn't have removal, it's probably fine because we have double Wizard's Lightning, Ghitu Lavarunner. If they have removal, we're actually effed. But I'm going to keep it because I'm greedy. And who doesn't like a story of greed? Kanthos. Gonna go to the Kanthos reason of Pokemon. I don't need more freaking green-black decks, alright? We're gonna save the Wizard's Lightning. Opponent might play a Wild Growth Walker, and we want to kill it. Hey look, it's a Wild Growth Walker. That has to die. Could argue to wait, because we have Lava Coil, but unfortunately, we didn't draw lands. Because we're a greedy player and we deserve this. Okay. Do you have another one, sir? Just a Jade Light Ranger. That's fine. Incredibly rude. So we're probably screwed, because I'm a greedy man. Why do I have to play against Wild Growth Walker deck again? I want some sort of variety. I didn't mean to click that. Do I want to just... Meh. Sure, whatever. It paid for itself. If my opponent uses Vraska's Contempt, it paid for itself. Can I draw a land, please? It's incredibly rude. Alright, we're pretty much going to do what we did last game. Last match. Because we're functionally playing the same thing, which is really annoying, but meh. I took out Ghitu. I just took out all the Ghitus, right? I think I did. I think that's what happened. And I don't think we added the swamp. And it turned out fine, as long as we keep a not crap hand. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's run it back. I really need to catch up reading the Magic lore. Since I got accepted to grad school, I've just not been reading the Magic lore. This is not a great hand. Because the stupid Cinder Barrens. But we do have Shock, so if they play a Llanowar off on turn 1, we can Shock it. Luckily, they didn't play anything on turn 1. So, if they do end up playing a Wild Growth Walker, we can Lightning Strike it. They didn't play anything, which is great. And now we have Lava Coil. I would still like exactly one more land, please. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd take 2, but I'll take what I get. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. I will go ahead and exile this, because it doesn't give them a card draw. Probably end up Firebrand shocking, depending on what my opponent plays here. Copper? Nope. Dig another land, which is helpful. Probably a Contempt. Yeah, probably a Contempt. Probably just Wizard's Lightning in response. Their face, of course, not my Pyromancer. Cast down, alright. We're also going to Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, we have Lightning Strike for a Walker. For a Walker Texas Ranger. What do you have in response? Oh, another cast down? Sure. I guess that's fine. So we have 8 damage, so they're at functional 5. Oh, you know what? They could walk her into an explore creature right now. That would suck. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. No. Oh my god, my opponent is so good. I got outplayed, 100%. They played perfectly, right? Like, there's no way. Yeah, man, that's real bad. I have to like do this and hope that I get their Experimental Frenzy, and they can just get it back with Memorial of Folly anyway. Ugh. Wow. I don't know if my opponent saw that, but they could have just gotten it back. Wow. Just awful. Oh, I'm dumb. I could have played that. This is why I don't play aggro decks. Because I'm real bad. Alright then. I'll have to block to not die. Yeah. Awesome. Let me know if there are some good ways to make this deck better. Or if you have tips on playing it. I'm not used to playing this style of deck, for what it's worth. But people did voice a desire to have it in the rotation. Why was she just glowing? She just had a little sparkle. Is that a thing? Do people sparkle? Oh. Yeah, sparkles. I'm just now noticing this. I feel silly that I didn't notice it before. Ow. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Don't you good game me. You know that wasn't a good game. But what matters is that we made gold. Ooh. Alright. Cool, Chromium. I needed this. People want to see Esper Chromium. Let's go open some pack. Already had those. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for their continued support, especially Salamander and Zoraga. If you'd like to join them in supporting the channel, you'll find links to that in the description down below, along with links to my Discord. I do plan on, recording on Twitch, or streaming on Twitch a little bit more during the winter break. So, when I'm live, I'll mention that in the Discord. Feel free to stop by and play some, usually direct challenges, but also we're going to, do some deck building and things like that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your Manifold, and cast a comment in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'll be one.